In a rematch of the greatest ever flyweight title fight, Brandon Moreno shocked the world as he pulled out the third-round submission victory over Deiveson Figueiredo to become the new 125-pound champion and the first ever Mexican-born UFC belt holder. He showed composure on the feet as well as a killer instinct on the mat, and today we're going to take a step-by-step look at how he walked away as the new flyweight champion. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown with me, Bailey, and hello. I hope you enjoyed the fantastic event that was UFC 263. Some incredibly entertaining and impressive bouts were on display, but none was more impressive in my opinion than Brandon Moreno's win over champion Deiveson Figueiredo, grabbing the rear naked choke, forcing the tap in the third round. As well as this, he did a great job dictating the pace on the feet, and we're going to have a look at that as well as the finishing sequence today to see how he walked away the new champion. The keys to victory for Moreno were simple in this one: maintain composure on the feet, look to take the back in the scrambles, and of course use the striking to set up those submission attempts on the ground. With all that said, let's jump in and start breaking down this fight. So we're going to start here in the first round with the knockdown sequence that Moreno scored on Figueiredo. It was very interesting to see these two match up on the feet in the rematch, and Figueiredo, if you ask me, looked a little flat. Maybe it was due to the weight cut, we're not exactly sure and we can't know, but Moreno was fantastically composed and did an excellent job. You can see that right here, squared off in the center. Figueiredo jumps in with a lead hook to the body and then comes back over the top with this right hand as well. Moreno blocks the body shot, slips the right hand, eyes open, steps back, ready, hands down nice and low, chin out as he does, just steps in. We're going to change angle and just catches him with a perfectly timed jab. So check body, slip head, step straight back in after Figueiredo's just had a split second to reset, and bam, right on the nose as Figueiredo's catching that big left hook. Beautiful timing. The left hook whiffs, and he whiffs so hard he spins all the way around. And Moreno, look at that. That's what he wants right there. The back is there, you know, based on so many of his fights. That's how he secured the victory. He actually, we'll take a look. That's how he gets the tap, but doesn't jump on. Figueiredo has the wherewithal to pull those hips away, get himself out of danger, but that could have been the end of the fight right there if he jumped on that back. Now we're going to look at the takedown against the cage that almost led to another finish from the back position and how Figueiredo escaped this time. So here we are, body lock against the cage here. Moreno does a good job shucking down, breaking the posture, looks to just step and pull away, kick out that rear leg. Figueiredo actually grabs the cage here, which is obviously illegal, but watch the left foot of Moreno. He taps it against the left foot of Deiveson, takes out the base, Deiveson's whole legs flying in the air, and he drags him sideways with momentum. Hits the mat. Now though, he's on the back of Figueiredo here, and just watch the pressure Moreno has from this back control position. Look how tight his body is, no space in between them there in their two bodies, and Moreno just pulls those legs in, crushes him, shucks him forward. Look how tight that is. Look how compact it is on your back, like a little wild animal. And you can see on Deiveson's face the grimace of pain because of the pressure. Moreno is just digging into him here. But watch the hips. Nose is in a bad spot. Right leg is extended. Got the left knee bent. Foot on the mat. Pushes it out to the side. And then watch his hips. Opens his hips up so he can swing. And you can look at the grimace on his face. He knows he's going to give it all he can. Turns, flicks that right hip over, uses the left foot to post off to do so, gets his hips back towards Moreno and recovers half guard there as well. So if he wasn't able to do that, also you got to take note, Moreno couldn't get that second hook in because they were against the cage as well. Not the case in the second back take that we'll see in just a moment. And now we're going to take a look at the finishing sequence itself. On the feet, Moreno steps in with his lovely overhand that he loves to throw dips low. Overhand comes right over the top, catches Deiveson clean, and look at the wherewithal here for Moreno. He's still got his eyes open, he can see, gets his right hand as they touch, fires an underhook with the right hand here, takes his left arm as well, throws it straight through. I mean, his hips are back, he's just throwing this underhook in there because he wants it so bad. Clasps the hands together, gets the body lock, steps to the outside with the right foot, and just turns Deiveson over. Now I've noticed here, Deiveson's kind of extending his hips up, but it's hard to tell if he was trying to perhaps counter the throw and take the momentum back the other direction. But regardless, because of this, he spins all the way around. So by the time they hit the mat and finish, Moreno is already on his back, which is not good at all. And then watch the dexterity of Moreno here as he stands up, postures. Deiveson trying to return to the feet, plants the left foot, brings that right leg up and all the way over like that. Beautiful to get those double hooks in, secure the back. And look at Deiveson here, really shocking, trying to get Moreno right over the top of him. Moreno hangs on beautifully, stays in there, and then slowly pulls the legs in and sucks him down to the mat for that control position. Now we're here, going to throw a little bit of ground and pound, forces Figueiredo to roll to the back, and here we are now against the cage, both hooks in, and here comes the body triangle as well, and you can see Deiveson knows this is a bad position. This is probably the worst position he could be in this fight. We're going to jump now to the actual finishing sequence here. So again, now on the opposite side, Deiveson has his left hand up because Moreno is landing this lovely ground and pound from the back. That right arm is across the neck, so obviously the left hand is the big problem here. But Moreno keeps committing to this ground and pound, keeps throwing these shots. So Deiveson has to take this left hand and extend it to try and frame to stop these shots coming in. Now watch the left hand of Moreno, beautiful work, collects the wrist there of Deiveson, extends it across the body as far as he can, stretches it right out, and there, boom, it's open, brings the left hand back to the neck, clasps it together straight behind the head, and then just puts the squeeze on right there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Deiveson does a good job. He actually breaks the hand, and then Moreno recollects, breaks the hand, recollects, but he holds on as tight as he can and eventually forces the tap. So a great performance by Brandon Moreno, not only winning the fight in the stand-up, but also taking advantage of those scrambles, any kind of submission offense that he could get. And he's won so many fights like that through his UFC career. Fights he wasn't supposed to win, but he snuck to the back. Such a good dexterous back taker, very persistent with the choke, took his time, worked his hands in one at a time until it was perfect and got the tap. He is the new flyweight champion. So look forward to more from Moreno because he's a young guy. This is just the start of his, maybe even a title reign, but he's got a dominant career in front of him, I expect. But he does have a tough challenge. Maybe Askar Askarov next. It's going to be an interesting fight. Thank you for watching the breakdown. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed UFC 263.